Morning Internet. So today we'll be discussing the aptitude test of a ZS associates in specific and the entire recruitment process in general. As I've always said, that ZS associates and DShaw, these are the two companies which have one of the most difficult aptitude tests in the entire industry. Why? Because these are the two companies which have a very good pay scale at fixed level in the entire industry. Like you can find different companies as well, which have a very good pay scale. Like they would be having a pay scale of 12 lakhs, they would be having pay scales of 15 lakhs. But when you are speaking with a reference to the fixed package, it is merely 7 lakhs and 8 lakhs in most of those companies. But when we speak about DShaw and ZS, the aggregate package as well as the fixed package is pretty good. Like last time when I was giving my aptitude test and the companies came to my college, the fixed package was 10 lakhs for both of the companies. So let us deep dive into it. Number one, see, there are a lot of sites and there are a lot of books on the internet which say that they have precise questions on what a ZS asks. I would recommend you that, of course, you can go through it, but I think it's a waste of time because understand this that ZS has been in the Indian industry since 2006 and this time it is 2024. In these years, the average rate, like if industry changes with time, your aptitude test changes as well. So, of course, all the companies, all its contemporary, I should say, have changed its pattern over time. But if I take an average, the number of times which in general the companies change their aptitude test and the entire recruitment process has hardly been three. Like more than three, there are very few companies which have changed their pattern of recruitment and aptitude test. But you will be shocked to hear that ZS Associates is one company which has changed its recruitment process and the type of questions 7 times. Can you understand that in a mere period from 2006 to 2024, the pattern has changed 6 times? So, if what I feel that if there is a site which claims that it can give you precise questions on what can be asked, I think either it would be an encyclopedia or they are bluffing. The thing is that. So, let us understand. And it is not only the aptitude test. See, I cannot keep you into a bluff, right? You have to understand that ZS is one company which pays very good and there is a reason for it. The aptitude test, the hiring process is really, really strict. The aptitude test is organized on one of the top recruiting platforms, that is HirePro. Again, you have to understand that, okay, I rectify it. It's not six, it's eight. They have changed the pattern 8 times. Okay, so here is the common job description. Okay. So it comes for two positions. One is BOA, that is Business Operations Associate for all branches, and DEA, that is Decision Analytics Associate for all branches. See, there are two different job descriptions as well. So in totality, there are four, but the rest of the two are primarily for engineering graduates. These two are for all branches, so I'll be going with them as well. There is a common job description. You can read through it. It is actually data-based decision making, what you will be doing there. But yes, you can go through the same. Okay, now understand the process. This is very, very important. This process have been repeated thrice from 2006 to 2024. It is possible that from campus to campus and from year to year in which you are referring this video, the pattern could be here and a little bit here and there. The AI based interview is new. So, see, there are two phases of the interview. The first one is the online written test. Okay, there is no CV shortlisting in ZS Associates till now. The second one is video conferencing round. This round is very much similar to what DShaw takes as an asynchronous test, right? So in the video conferencing round, what will happen that see there is a preset cutoff for the examination. Say it could be 50% or 60%. It's not more than that since the written test is already very tough. So if you qualify that pre-scheduled cutoff, at the very time you click the submit button, your answers will be evaluated on the spot and a different window with instructions will open. And on when you go through that instructions, it will say that you have been given a time, say 1 minute, 2 minute, or 3 minute. You have to make a video on a certain topic which will be listed on the next website and send that. So that is the video conferencing round. The third is AI based interview. It has been a new introduction, but I thought that it should be mentioned in this list because there are some institutes, especially IIT Delhi and IIT Mumbai, as well as sometimes in Shahid Sukhdev as well, that they have resorted to AI based interviews. So in the AI based interview, what they do, there will be a chatbot. It will be putting up some questions. It's random questions, and it will not be very big. One liner, two liner questions will be there. It can it can even be in vocal form. It can even be in typing form. They will be asking you questions, and you have to answer that. Moving to the personalized phase. Once you complete the general phase, only those who compete, they will be able to go to the personalized phase. There is case study round, and yes, in very soon we are trying to come up with a combined assorted collection for GD plus case studies and guesstimates for you people. So the case study round is pretty much similar to what Bain takes. And the last one is the HR interview round. It is pretty easy because, of course, very few people are able to make it to the HR interview round. Coming to the structure of the aptitude test. So as you can see that, like, see, I have what I said again. I'm repeating it. It's not like the section remains the same always, but this is the most frequently asked format which usually ZS resorts to. But yes, it can change. So the marks and questions are the same. Like in the verbal aptitude section, there will be 15 questions for 1 marks each. So it is 15 marks. Quantitative aptitude, 10 questions for 1 marks each. So it makes a total of 10. But understand one thing, that each of the sections is difficult except for verbal aptitude. Okay, if you have given papers like IP MAT, or I should say papers like the foreign English test, TOEFL. So I think that will be more than enough for you. The paper, it's really easy for verbal aptitude. But for the rest of the sections, especially quantitative aptitude and logical reasoning, the questions are pretty difficult. So let us look into the precisions. Time duration is 75 minutes. Negative marking, no, there is no negative marking. So I would suggest that you should go ahead and resort to all the questions. But there is a catch. In the year 2022, in the post COVID times, they did have the negative marking. So for the 12 years, they did not have any negative marking. In the year 2022, they had a negative marking, and in the year 2023, they did not had negative marking. Okay, so keep it in mind. Do read the instruction, but in most of the time, negative marking is not there. Test pattern, it is non-adaptive. That is, if you are giving answer to a question, the next question won't be tougher, and if you are failing to give correct answer to a question, the next question won't be easier. The questions are fixed. You give correct answer or wrong answer, it does not matter. The point will be scored and you will be put on to a next question. Skippability, yes, you can skip through questions. So guys, as you saw that the entire process is too cumbersome for ZS, and the most difficult thing is to get good questions on it. However, there are multiple sources through which you can assort. You can have a word, you can buy books. But yes, if you are running low on time, if you are on the nape of time, you're having your aptitude test within a week or two, I would suggest, rather than wandering here and there, you can resort to our assorted collection of different questions. See, we have section wise questions which you can refer to, and you can do your preparations very well. We have broken it down into questions, and see, there are a lot of queries to us that अगर आपके दिए हुए क्वेश्चंस बनाएंगे तो क्या सारा कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. See, understand one thing, these are previous year questions. We have taken it up. For example, if in a year GS has asked 10 questions of a simple single type, we have given only one questions of that type, because we are covering type of questions. We are not covering the density of question. I can take up a question on logical reasoning of a dice and give you 10 questions on that, which most of the people do. But that is not my agenda. My agenda is to give you something which will give you an essence of the examination. Of course, there can be question more than that. There can be questions less than it. There can be questions different to it. But your purpose is to complete the examination. I'm pretty sure that if you're getting the essence of the questions which are in this question bank, I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to complete the aptitude test. So yes, make informed decision, because this PDF is equivalent to what you spend on a pizza. So all the best, and we'll be coming up with more such videos in the future. Thank you.